Hello, welcome to another project update. So, today I did a lot of little things. Um, so for one thing, put a bunch of random stuff in a lot of the levels. Pretty much just shrubs, you can break them and they'll give you loot, like coins or hearts. Yeah, put some over here. Some over here. And that's just for that level. I went through a lot of the levels in the game. I should have prepared them ahead of time. I already showed you deep woods. Town. Okay. All right. So I put a. Oh, it's not there. What the heck? Yeah, there's supposed to be a chest there. Did I forget to save? I might have forgotten to save. Oh, I see what happened. I see. I moved it. Right, of course. All right. So there was supposed to be a treasure chest over here, but apparently I moved it, and I'm going to copy it and put it back. So I feel like this was a good spot for a chest. And this chest will have not a plank shield. It will have $10 dues. As for the other chest, it's going to be over here. It is going to contain a plank shield. As for the blade, it's over here in that chest. All right, so I put a bunch of shrubs here. Put some shrubs pretty much all around all the maps. Put some coins here, or some single unit currency, basically the equivalent of green rupees in Legend of Zelda. Some shrubs here. And then in this level, I put some more clutter in, some shrubs, and a rock. Pioneers used to drive these babies. Sorry, that's a SpongeBob reference. I'm trying to think about what else I did. I added some sound effects. Where is this one? Yeah, just a bunch of little things mostly. I did not work on the MIDI sequencing music today. I don't know, I wasn't in the mood for that. All right, so in terms of level design, that's pretty much all I did today. Another thing I worked on is I fixed some little bugs that I kind of discovered while I was play testing. I can't really demonstrate the bug, but I can demonstrate something that is fixed. All right. So one bug that I fixed was an issue where if you pick, oh, actually, I can demonstrate that this is fixed. All right. So I think at some point in a previous video, I picked up the HP upgrade and it didn't I didn't get the HP upgrade until after I like reloaded the level. So that has been fixed. So now, if I pick up an HP upgrade, it'll give me an additional heart. And it'll give me an additional heart right away. It won't like... so you can see right now I have 4 hearts. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Hard to tell because my... yeah, you can see I have 5 hearts now. So that is... yeah, that bug is fixed. So another bug that I fixed that I can't really demonstrate has to do with the it has to do with like the A button doing different things kind of depending on the situation. So I adjusted the priority of certain actions. So it used to be that if you have a weapon equipped and you try to pick something up, so what would happen? So that issue is fixed. So what would happen is the player would put his weapon away, but then suddenly his hands would be snapped into a position where it looks like he's holding something, but his hands would be empty. And then there's another issue where sorry, it's hard to talk when that fuse is lit because it's so loud. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is there was another issue where if you happen to be carrying something and there's a sign there and you try to put it down, you wouldn't put it down, but instead you would read the sign, and then if it, well, this is a bomb, so it would blow up in your hand while you're reading the sign. So that is fixed now. So what happens now is if you pick this up, you try to read the sign, you put it down, because putting the object down is a higher priority than reading the sign. I think that makes sense. Oh, that's kind of weird. Well, technically it worked, but I don't think it should be like that. Oh yeah, I added some variants of the currency coin thing. I made it so that there's like 4 colors so far. There is a copper one, which gives you 1. There's a silver one, which gives you 5, I think. Hold on, let me... okay. Let me see if I can find it. I know it's somewhere. There we go. All right, so this is currency 1, which is copper. It is worth 1. Here's currency 5. It is silver. Here's currency 10. It is pearlescent. And here is currency 50, which is gold. Obviously I can change the colors around. I can make so that there's like blue ones, green ones, red ones. But I kind of didn't really want to copy Zelda too much because I feel like that would be a bit too much on the nose. But I do think that it's useful to have different colors and have them be worth different amounts. Oh yeah, there's another change. There's another change that I made. I actually can't remember if I showed this in the last video or not, but it is something that I technically did yesterday, but I didn't upload a video yesterday. I work on this almost every day a little bit. I don't always upload videos. Alright, so what I do want to show you is I did make some changes. Actually, I should show this in the editor first. So I updated some of the level geometry. All right, so over here you have a dead end. It doesn't look like a dead end at first, but it is a lot like, if you've ever played Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, if you've ever been in the Lost Woods, there's like a specific route that you have to take, and there's like a bajillion dead ends, and if you go into a dead end, takes you back to the beginning. That's what this is. There aren't as many in the map, but there's like they are a thing. There's like two of them. If you walk down here, you get teleported back to wherever you whichever entry point you enter the map at. So like if you entered the map from here, you would end up back over here. If you entered the map from here, you would end up over here. If you entered from over here, you would end up over here again. And the same thing for over here. In fact, and now I will demonstrate that. I probably could have just done that from the start instead of. I don't know. I felt like it would be a good. It would have been a good idea to show you the geometry changes. So before it was a very obvious dead end. Like you could see that it just didn't lead anywhere. I think this is it. And see, even now I'm kind of confused. I'm not sure if this is the dead end or if it's another pathway, or if it actually goes somewhere. But I'm 90% sure that this is a dead end. Yes, it is. And now I'm back at the place where I entered the level. I'm not sure if that's the best. I'm not sure if it's the best idea to put this in the game. But maybe if I put a sign somewhere that kind of warns about dead ends, leading you back to where you came from, that'll make the player more aware of where they're going instead of wandering blindly. And I think that if I put some landmarks down, that those landmarks could prove useful. Oh yeah, so another thing that I did is I added like a sort of, I don't know if you see that, but there's some pop in now on those shrubs. I made it so that if you're far away, they don't render. Kind of a minor thing, but so pretty much the whole map is like 2 or 3 meshes, and every mesh gets like I'm assuming they're frustum called, but they're not distance called, I think. So I pretty much just added that into the at least for the shrubs. That's the thing. Not sure about anything else. I still have to add the stuff to go through other stuff, but yeah, that is pretty much everything that I did today and yesterday. Actually, no, I don't think that's everything, but I can't remember everything that I did. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm kind of just fixing little things here and there. I did fix some issues with one of the cutscenes, but I'm not gonna really get into that today. I think that next time I will work on probably either composing music or converting my old music into actual MIDI sequences that I can use in the new system. So yeah, like yesterday I think it was either yesterday or the day before. I can't remember, but I uploaded a video where I kind of showed off the music playing back through MIDI instead of through like a MP3. I don't use I didn't use MP3. I use .oggs, but I don't. Those are a bit more obscure, so I just kind of call them MP3s because people know what those are. Yeah, I would so currently all in the game, all the music is done through .ogg files, and I'm switching over to MIDI music. That's pretty much what's happening. Yeah, anyways, that is it for today's video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.